So what is a combustible dust? We define an NFPA as a finely divided particulate solid that when dispersed in air can have an explosion hazard. But what does that mean? We're talking about materials which are very small in particle size, typically less than 500 micron, and relatively dry. Moisture content's usually less than 25%, sometimes down less than 5% moisture. These materials become very dusty and they're difficult to handle and control in some cases. When dispersed into a cloud, they may be ignited by an ignition source, which allows for the propagation of a flame front through space. That propagation of flame front is preceded by a pressure wave, and that pressure wave is what can do a lot of damage. Combustible dust hazards include fire, flash fire, and explosion. Each one of these pose a specific risk to your operation and to your people. It is important that we manage these hazards so that we ensure that safe operation of our processes moving forward. Combustible dust exists in a variety of different industries. We know that in the food and agricultural industry, sugar, flour, cinnamon, and other grain dusts can be explosible. In the woodworking industry, we know that a variety of different wood dusts can be explosible, generated from sanders, planer shavings, or even wood chips. Within the metals industry, materials like aluminum and titanium powders, commonly used for additive manufacturing or 3D printing, are well known to be explosible. In general industry, we also find many combustible dusts. Examples include polymer powders, such as polyethylene, compounding mixtures in the rubber and PVC industries, specialty chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. We may or may not know whether or not our material is a combustible dust until we test it. Some we know for sure. Powdered sugar, absolutely. But if you're not sure, you should collect a sample and send it in for testing.